What's up, guys? Welcome back. I'm back here at Gettle Genesis of Lakewood, Florida, with this brand new model for 2025 model year. This is the GV80, but not the SUV. This is a coupe. And today I'm going to take in a complete tour of this vehicle. We're going to check it out from the exterior, interior, powertrain, and test drive. So if you like watching videos like this, don't forget to check out the rest of my channel. Hit that like and subscribe button. Now let's get back to this. And here it is, guys, the brand new addition to Genesis family, 2025 GV80 Coupe. It looks fantastic. It looks sporty. Let's get right into it. First of all, in front, it looks very similar to all of the other Genesis models. We have such a characteristic lights, double stack lights, and we have this new technology on them. The Genesis calls it the micro lens array, and there's a series of individual lenses that shine really bright. And we also have the LED daytime running lights that turn into the turn signals once you engage them. Down here on the side, we have the side curtains for better aerodynamics and lots of open spaces, and at this crest-shaped grille to help with cooling of the engine. And there's three different engine options for that. We're going to go over them just a little bit. Front view camera, Genesis logo right here on the nose, creating this wave on the hood. Nicely finished at the bottom with a little bit of chrome, a little bit of shiny black, nice and stylish. Let's see what powers up this thing. And underneath the hood of this particular one, we'll find the 3.5-liter twin turbocharged V6 producing 375 horsepower. Made it to an 8-speed automatic transmission. Four-wheel drive is standard. Gas mileage 19 is the combined number, 16 in the city, 22 on the expressway. We also have two other engine choices. The other one is a 2.5-liter four-cylinder turbocharged engine. That one's about 300 horsepower, and that we've seen that on the sedans as well. What's new is for this year on the coupes, we're going to see this electric supercharged engine. That's similar setup as we've seen on the G90. That engine supposedly going to produce over 406 horsepower. I'm not sure about the exact specs on it. I'm going to update it and bring it on the channel as soon as they got one here at the dealership. So really nice, impressive numbers, guys. Here underneath the hood, we have the hood struts. We have some sound insulation that should really make it for a nice and quiet ride. Check this out, guys, on the side. Love the lines of this vehicle. Look at this. Nice crisp lines over here, sloping roof line. Now the vehicle that started it all was what? Yeah, you in the second row. Yes, that was a BMW X6 back in the early 2000s. Then the Mercedes-Benz GLE followed suit, and they've done really well for their manufacturer. So hopefully Genesis is going to do really good with a coupe for Genesis as well. If you like the color on this particular one, they call it the MAKALU gray. Nice and sparkly once you look on the vehicle in the sunlight. It's really sparkles. We have the long hood. We have the two chrome trim pieces with the turn signal that's right here on the side. I'm blinking it for you, and a basic wheel and tire setup. Now the 20-inch rim are standard. You can go up to 22s, and Genesis went with a Michelin Primacy Tour tires, 265 by 50 on this particular one. Everything else is color coordinated in the same color as the rest of this vehicle. Power folding mirrors. There's no turn signal here because we already have two over there, but we do have the side view camera. And check this out. I'm going to unlock it for you. The mirrors will unfold. Top of the door handles here, chrome around the windows, and big chrome trim piece here at the bottom. Now, even though we have this sloping roof line, there's still plenty of room for passengers. We're just going to check it out in just a little bit, but first, let's see what's going on in the back. And here's the rear profile of it. Absolutely love it, especially right here on top too. You see it has this indent for better aerodynamics. You also have an additional camera to display in this rear view mirror, and in this built-in gate spoiler here. We have this big double stack lights, how nicely they glow in here. Of course, they're all LEDs. Four-wheel drive on one side, Genesis spelled out, and we have the reverse lights right here and a dual exhaust down here at the bottom. Of course, we do have the power tailgate. Let's see what's inside. And they can fit right underneath here too. And here it is, guys. Plenty of room as long as it can fit underneath this threshold, basically, because you have a sloping roof line. So it's still bigger than any of the sedan trunks that I've seen. On the side here, you have illumination. You also have the ability to fold down the seats if you need more room. So you press the button, let it fold. 12-volt power outlet, 180 watts. Let's see what else we have underneath this floorboard. A little bit more storage. Now we don't have that spare tire. There's a tire mobility kit, but underneath here we can open this up and you can see there's a cargo cover that you can actually install right on top to prevent people from peeping what's inside of the vehicle. So this is what it looks like with the seats folded down. Plenty of room. Look at this headliner, micro suede headliner with this big sunroof. Well, this is what we have for cargo. Let's see what passengers have. Let's start with this rear door panel, guys. Nice and premium materials. This is all soft. We have some contrast stitching with some wood trim. And then we have the Bang & Olufsen as far as the stereo brand. We have the window and lock control. A bit more storage down here and another speaker. Genesis on the door sill. And we have the power controls for the rear seats as well. We have the one-touch power fold button. And look at the seats. Okay, nicely dressed up in this natural leather and red. So we have the quilting, we have the perforating solid, we have some tubing, very nice and luxurious and sporty as well. Now here in the middle we have the armrest with cup holders with a bit more storage if you need to put something out of sight. And if you're a passenger, you can move the passenger seat forward without getting out of the car. This is only for passenger. Of course, we don't want to disrupt the driver. Now both seats have the seat back storage, and in the back you have the climate control for the back. Now notice that we have the heated and ventilated seats in the back, as well as you can control the temperature, and so it's got the all zone climate control in the back. We have the USB type C. We also have the regular 115-volt outlet, a slight bump in the middle. Let's see if I have any room in the back. I'm almost 6 feet tall. Getting in is easy. I have this much room above my head. I'm almost touching, but not quite, to the back of the seat. So this could be improved a little bit. Not bad. Okay, I can move this seat only forward. This is all the way back. Plenty of shoulder room. Seats are nice and comfortable, and you can actually feel the luxury in them. Well, that's what's going on in the back. And of course, before we get inside, let's listen to the sound of the closing door. Boom. Wow, this is impressive. This is super good quality in here in front, just as in the back. We have the same material, nice and soft, some contrast stitching, some wood trimming. We have 2 memory seat settings, window mirror, door lock controls, speaker down here in the bottom, more storage in here. And check this out, guys. In front, you have both driver and passenger seats have the power adjustments, as well as the 4-way lumbar support on both driver and passenger. And you can even support your ties over here by extending the front of the seat. Now, this interior looks absolutely fantastic. Of course, we have that power steering wheel as far as the tilt and telescoping, and there's so many features inside. Let me jump inside. I'll show them to you. And here it is, guys. The interior of this brand new GV80 Coupe is absolutely amazing. Take a look on the inside. Let's go start right on the side here. Nice and soft materials. We have some contrast stitching. We have some wood trim, some aluminum vents. The air conditioning blows nice and cold. Very powerful. And look at the screen. A total of 27 inches of screen. There are 2 screens in one. There's no break in here. There's actually 1 screen divided in 2, I should say. We have the head-up display. Big, nice, visible, and look at the steering wheel. Completely different than from the GV80 SUV. Flat at the bottom, 2 colors. We have this golf ball texture at the bottom here. Some contrast stitching, thicker in the right places here. Very nice to the touch. Big Genesis logo in the middle, and of course, multiple buttons that help you control what's going on in the instrument cluster. For your media, we have the pause, repeat. Now we see what's going on here. We can change that. I'll let you see that in a bit. We have the adaptive cruise control. We have the lane keep assist. We have the scroll button. We have the volume button, mute button, phone button, another favorite button. And then behind here, you have the pedal shifter. So, all right, so let's see what we have. So you can change the different displays. Now this is just a regular analog looking display, and of course a digital display. and change the drive mode, and let's see if that's actually connected to it. The only thing that changes is the background of it. So we have different drive modes: snow, my drive, sport, comfort, and eco. I'm gonna put it in sport, leave it there for a test drive, and let's see what else we have. So you can display, so you can have 2 dials displayed, one back to two. Actually, I think I like this. And in the middle, you can actually customize what's displayed inside. Widgets not available in the current mode, so I have to actually have it in this mode to change the different widgets. And as you can see, yeah, I can see the power distribution, turn by turn, media, auto stop. Again, some of them also have sub menus like this compass right here. I'm gonna leave it, but to be honest with you, I think I like this better. All right. Well, this is your instrument cluster. One other feature that I want to show you this is this digital or video blind spot assist, probably the best feature that Hyundai ever came up with. And now they put it standard on most of the vehicles. And here is the second part of your display. Right now it's off, so it displays this huge navigation. But once you tap it, we can go to the home screen. And now we have map, destination, phone projection, and phone projection is please connect phone that supports Android Auto or Apple CarPlay using an approved USB cable. Not really happy about this. Now we have, of course, regular phone Bluetooth connection. We have a setup, 3D setup. I don't know what the 3D setup is. Let's take a 3D setup. All right. So, I've seen that on the GV80 actually. So you hit the lights and it's give you different options for your lights. So ambient lighting, we have brightness, color, link to drive mode. That's what we're going to do. And it's hard to see right now because it's bright and sunny. But here in the cup holders, we have the ambient lighting. We also have it right above the glove box and we have it on the side. So it's nice and visible. Maybe if I see dimmed in the dark now. Yeah, put it all the way up as far as brightness and change the color to something that's more visible. There you go. You can see it right here around the cup holders and also in other parts of the vehicle as well. It actually shows you where it glows. Right? Really good looking, especially in the dark. Unfortunately, like I said, hard to see in the bright light. But let's go back. So these are your lights. So you pick another feature, driver's assistance, and it tells you driving convenience, speed limit warning, warning methods, driver's attention warning, driving safety, parking safety, etc. Go back, see inside. And now we have the vehicle settings, climate settings, cluster. Now we can see the different themes, basically, cluster theme selection. So now if I unlink it, I can have theme A, B, C, and D. And that's basically just the different colors. Look at this. Look at this sporty one. This animation, like these needles are almost burning here. All right, we're going to leave it at D. Actually, I like that better. Let's go back. Vehicle settings. Drive mode, active sound design, smallest change, largest change. So it sets the perceived engine sound. Okay, we're going to do the largest change. So I'm going to see how that sounds. And of course, the seats, ergo motion active, seat alert, switch touch and control alert, smart support, smart posture care. If you enter driver's information as far as the height, the inseam, and weight, it's going to analyze your posture and see if you're sitting in correctly. I've done it a few times. This is actually more accurate than on the Mercedes-Benz, to be honest with you. Then we'll go back to the 360. I can move this around. Look at this. Okay, well, let's get out of the 3D setup, but that's a pretty cool gadget to have. Voice memo, Sirius XM media, Amazon Music, HD radio data, climate control. It's actually what I'm going to do right here. Okay, that displays which vents are blowing the air from, and you can select different positions, of course, and you can see right now it's cooling right on top of here as well. Set the different temperature. You have the front and rear, so it's got the tri-zone climate control. Sync it, unsync it, however you want to do it. And then we go to mood curator. Now, this is something that Genesis had, I believe, starting with the G90, and we have several different themes. So this is Vitality. Once I start it, okay, it's gonna play the music and it's gonna play the animation. All right. You can stop this, but the point is you have several different ones, delight, care, and comfort, and each of them have a different theme. Now, I wanted to see or hear how the sound system sounds, and sounds absolutely amazing. Let's see what else we have. We have a valet mode, Genesis Pay. Once you activate it, you can pay with your vehicle to notifications, and manual gives you a link to the owner's manual for the vehicle. Let's put it in reverse and let's see how the rear view camera looks. Check this out, guys. This is like 3D almost. It's 4K, top-down view, active trajectory lines, really good quality. We also can see the front view camera. Well, I don't have it in reverse, but we can see this vehicle. Spin it around. See if I can change the colors of this vehicle. Maybe not on this one. But anyways, I put it in park. And if I display the camera here again, I'm going to close this. So this is the front view camera, rear view camera, and now we have the 360. Again, back to the main screen. And this is what we have. It looks fantastic. Down here at the bottom, you have shortcut buttons. So you have map, navigation, radio, media. Then you have the seek, track, and setup. Any of these buttons, like this little star button, the star button on the steering wheel, once you push that and it's not customized, it's going to open up the feature and says, hey, customize it. So if you select any of the features on the side here, that's what this button is going to do. So by the radio, we can go home to the navigation, set it up for Bluetooth audio, driver's assistance settings, phone projection, connected services, quiet mode, and several other ones. So you can play around with this. We have the volume and power button, tune on the other side, hazard lights, and of course, we have this for climate control. So temperature settings, we have the heated ventilated seats, we have the heated steering wheel, and we have the ability to insert the fragrance into, I think it's in the glove box, and it's going to blow some nice smelling air inside of the cabin. So it's going to blow some scent inside of here. Open this up. You have the 12-volt power outlet. That's 180 watts. We have the 2 USB Type-C ports. And of course, this is a wireless charger. Start-stop button is over here. And we have this crystal-looking gear shifter. Seen it on other Genesis model. Select P to park. Of course, we have the auto hold. This is your fingerprint reader, which is not programmed right now. And this is what you can use to control the screen as well. Now, I used touchscreen, right? Because you can do that too, but you can just as good use this dial, whichever you prefer. Cup holders, of course. And then we have the drive modes down here. It's got the locking center differential. And we can turn off that automatic start-stop feature on the engine. And here's your parking sensors. Open this up. Gives you a bit more storage. Not a whole lot, to be honest with you. Oh, you can take this out. This is just a shelf on top. And it's going to give you a lot more room. Up on top, you have this digital mirror. Okay, see what it looks without it. So pre-obstructed. Boom. Nothing in its way. I think it's a great invention. You also have the HomeLink system. Sunglasses holder. Of course, the lights are LEDs, nice and bright, and this micro suede material. Open up this panoramic sunroof. Look at this. Not the biggest panoramic sunroof, but it is here, and it's got a nice windshield. All right, guys, this is the interior of this 2025 Genesis GV80 Coupe. Well, let's talk about pricing and take it for a spin. And since Genesis doesn't have any details on their website as far as pricing, figure I'll just show you the sticker of this particular one. So the base price of this GV80 Coupe 3.5 all-wheel drive is $79,950. We have the MAKALU gray, that's the color, $650, and an NFC card for $30. The freight is $1350. Total price is $81,980. As I mentioned before, the gas mileage 16 in the city and 22 on the expressway for the combined mileage of 19. Once Genesis updates the website, and I'm going to get my hands maybe on this electric supercharged one, I'll definitely update you with pricing and all of them. Here it is, guys, driving this GV80. First impressions. Seats, very nice and comfortable. You have so many different adjustments, and that's not only for driver but also for passenger. Same adjustments for both. They're wider, so you don't have to be skinny to fit in those seats, but they are supportive as well. You have the nice visibility through this big windshield, the mirrors. Now, this is a big thing with a lot of SUVs. The sporty SUVs, they'll give you this tiny little mirrors. These ones are actually good size, so you can see through them, and this digital mirror in the back. Now, I don't think that without it, it would be, yeah, it's not good at all. But with it, I mean, you see everything what's going on in the back. Let's merge in traffic here. I like the power of this engine. Now, this is the same powertrain that we have in the GV80 SUV, 375 horsepower. So it is nice and powerful, very quiet. I don't hear any of the noises coming into the cabin, even though this road is pretty crappy, actually. So normally I hear something. And I have it in the sports mode, so it has the electronically controlled suspension. I'm not sure if it's fully adaptive, but here's the corner. Very nice. Very a little bit of body lean here. Wow, I can definitely see myself driving this. Looking good. The tech is absolutely fantastic. And just the feel of it. Solid feel. Nobody behind me. Let's roll. And here we go, guys. 60. Now on the GV80 SUV, it's about 5.5 seconds, 0 to 60. Probably about the same, maybe quicker. Love the power delivery. There's no turbo lag. I would be really excited to check out this electric supercharged ones. That's, you know, another 30 horsepower or so, and it could be interesting. Definitely will bring it on the channel once they start getting them. But overall, very positive impressions with this GV80 Coupe. Now, my first video on the channel was the GLE 53 Coupe. That was the first SUV coupe that I featured. And I was really impressed with it. Now, I used to work for Mercedes, and I remember when the first one started coming out, and I think it was 2014, we couldn't get enough of them. There were people lining up and putting deposits on them for a couple of years ahead. So they've done really good for the brands, for both the Mercedes and BMW, and I hope it's going to do well for Genesis. If you are in the market for a sporty SUV, definitely give this one a look. And if you're anywhere in Florida, check out the guys at Gettle Genesis in Lakewood, Florida. They'll be able to help you out with all of your automotive needs. Guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope this video was helpful and you learned one or two things. And if you did, don't forget to check out the rest of my channel, hit that like and subscribe button. And I'll see you in my next video. Cheers.